Welcome to Detroit Sports Plus. Hey, the eyes of the sports world are on us tonight, right?
Yeah.
Here in Detroit. Big Monday Night Football game, Lions, Buccaneers. I'm Derek, here with Ian, Ben, and Parker. Parker, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, Parker. So Parker is one of our fan correspondents. He's sort of helping us live through the Lions 2025 season from like the fans' perspective. He's been going to away games. He was in Kansas City last week.
Was, yeah.
So
Unfortunately.
yeah. So he's the inside man. Parker, thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Gentlemen, how are we feeling about tonight? Parker, why don't you start?
I feel good. I mean, they say it in the NFL, next man up, and I think we really live that. I was telling you earlier, the 49ers, I think they do a good job of that as well. We're down a lot of people in the secondary, but I think if our D-line steps up, and of course Goff steps up, run game steps up, I think we can piece together a win. I think it's going to be close, but I think we'll pull it out.
Yeah.
I think we do to the Bucs what the Chiefs did to us last week. They're coming into Ford Field. It's a primetime game. I think the whole stadium's just gonna be way too jacked up. There's gonna be way too much energy, and we're gonna win against Tampa Bay. This almost reminds me of the way the Seattle Seahawks kept coming in and beating us in Ford Field, and then we finally corrected it last year in a primetime spot. It feels exactly like we're just gonna take a page out of that book and correct this. This is a Dan Campbell special. I expect between 40 to 50 points to be scored. While it's probably going to be close up until like the third quarter, I think the Lions will pull away.
Total of 40
Thanks
or
to
50
us,
points.
We're going to be in the stands.
We're going to will them too.
12th man right here.
Yeah.
We're bringing it tonight
40 or 50 points total.
from the Lions.
From the Lions.
From the
Okay,
Lions.
all right.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those games.
Yeah. I was gonna say, go way north of that with the total tonight because there's gonna be lots of scoring tonight. I don't see any shortage of scoring from either of these offenses. I think the Lions have everything they need to stay in this game, and they're going to need it because that secondary is decimated.
Obviously, that's the big storyline tonight, right? Okay.
Yeah.
If the Lions weren't
That and
without
Baker's in town.
Well, yeah, okay. Our resident Baker Mayfield, yes. So obviously, no Brian Branch, no Kirby Joseph, no Terrion, no DJ Reed. That's literally the starting secondary for this team.
Yeah.
That's the top concern. What else about the Bucs worries you?
I mean, Baker, because he can make plays all the time. We've seen it. They've been trailing in their 5 or 6 wins. They've been trailing in the fourth quarter of almost all of them and have come back, and they're never out of the game. So that's something to definitely keep in mind tonight. He makes plays with his legs. We've seen that all season. He's tough as hell. If it wasn't Jared Goff, Baker Mayfield is the most suited Lions quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's not here. But that toughness, everything you want in a Detroit Lions quarterback is what Baker Mayfield is. And so you have to be prepared for that. I think getting McNeil back tonight is huge for that D-line. And so maybe a little bit of pressure will help the secondary out. But yeah, it's going to be tough stopping the offense.
Hutch is going to need one of those 5-sack kind of nights like he had last year. And we still lost that game. But I think that front seven has to play really, really well to mask the help that's going to be needed from the secondary. And I think you just control that ball like crazy. I think the Lions, the key is to just do those long, sustaining drives and then just finish in the end zone. And then I think, with that and then some pressure from your front seven, I think we'll be just fine.
Any concerns outside the secondary for you?
Well, I would say last week we didn't block too well in the run game. I think Mahogany kind of got worked by Chris Jones. Same with Ratledge.
I mean,
so
who wouldn't?
Yeah, who wouldn't? He's a good player, but I think that's the core of our offense, right? Is the run game, the play action. We got to get that going.
And they'll have Vita Vea tonight, so it's not like they don't have their own
guy. Yeah, it's not much
guy.
different. Yeah. So I think if we can get that going, we don't even need like big, huge plays, but 3, 4, 5 yards. Set up that play action, suck in the linebackers, dump it over their head. I think if we can get that going, that'll be the key.
Yeah, Parker's an X's and O's guys.
Played college football, coached. So
I think you guys all hit on it. It's the trenches, right? Like if you are hurting at a skill position or in the secondary, you make up for it in the trenches. And getting Aleem McNeil back is big. But how much of him are you getting back today? I think they're probably going to limit how much he plays, especially with the bye next week, because you are bringing him back a week early. Because most teams would wait for the bye to get him the extra couple of weeks. So it feels like the Lions have a little bit of a sense of urgency, but
it does feel like they said he could have come back the last 2 weeks. They're
Sure.
like, he's almost there. So maybe they've waited that period.
Give
where
him the extra recovery
Yeah.
instead of the extra week.
Yeah,
right?
so I don't know. I think he's probably ready to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a bull, right? Getting ready
Yeah.
to charge, It's like that, He's ready to shoot right out
Can
of
you
the gate.
show us? Okay, so obviously we all agree this game could go either way, right?
Yeah.
How does your view, Parker, on the Lions going forward change whether it's a win or a loss tonight?
I wouldn't say much.
Okay.
Honestly, I wouldn't say much. I still think we're a very good team. The Bucs are a good team. Any given Sunday, you can win or lose a game. I wouldn't say I'm out on them going to the Super Bowl if we lose this game. If they get blown out, maybe that'll be something different. But I don't think that's going to happen. So I think win or lose, we're still going to be in a good spot, especially with our secondary being depleted. You don't want to make excuses, but
It would be a reason.
it would be a reason.
Yeah, like I'm the same with last week. Last week's loss didn't bother me at all in the like
Slightest.
the slightest. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. But I just feel like the Lions they're just going to take control of this game, and even if they were to somehow lose this game, I think it would be more disappointing that Dan Campbell lost 2 in a row, because that's just something Dan Campbell doesn't
Yep.
do. I mean, the Lions are kind of like letdown proof, and that would be a severe letdown. So I just don't see that happening. Dan Campbell, they do not lose 2 in a row, so they're going to win tonight.
Yeah. So I have a feeling I know where this is going, but give me your prediction for tonight. His two loves clashing. Lions and Baker.
I do think the Lions pull it out tonight, but I do think it's to be high scoring. I think it's to be like 37-34, something like that. Late score, tight game. Baker probably tries to. We'll have an opportunity at a comeback. Hopefully the Lions can stop him tonight from that comeback, but it's going to be a high scoring game.
Ben, 80-0 Lions?
No,
or what
I
do
think
you-
it's
okay.
45-28, something like that.
Wow. You are betting on the over.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of scoring, and I think the Tampa Bay offense might struggle a little bit, but they're going to hit some plays. They're going to hit some big plays downfield.
I mean, Mike Evans is back tonight. That sounds like Mike Evans back tonight.
Yeah,
Practice fully Saturday.
Is Ibuka
so
playing?
We have not heard yet on
Yeah,
Ibuka.
so if he's in, then maybe they get into the 30s.
Yeah, you can flip the. If Ibuka plays, you can flip the 37-34 for me.
Oh, you think that
yeah.
that's enough?
I don't think that's a deal breaker for them.
I think it's enough because I think Mike Evans by himself, the Lions can stop, but both of them without anybody in the secondary who you've ever heard of, it's
Could be a big Meek Robertson game.
it could be.
Yeah.
It could be one of us after they pull us. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
Maybe they saw my college
with
tape. And
Yeah, I'll go with the
field.
college football player, Ben. Sorry.
Yeah. You
Parker,
sit
what do you
this one
got
out.
tonight?
Yeah.
35-31. I think it's going to be close.
Lions.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't think we kick any field goals, all touchdowns. They kick one field goal, get the W.
Ben kind of touched on the Lions don't lose twice in a row. For me, it's that, and it's also the Lions are undefeated in revenge games, right? And last year, Bucs came into Ford Field, beat the Lions when they were kind of down. So I think they avenged that loss, and it's a clean sweep, which obviously means we'll be here sad next Monday. But we're not done talking Lions yet. The Lions in the league are not getting along right now. I don't know if you guys have noticed. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll talk about that.